what is the purpose of a thesis statement? Well, the thesis statement serves as a roadmap to the reader and really conveys the content, purpose, and organization for your paper. Without a solid thesis statement, the reader of your paper will often feel lost and confused. Thesis statements vary depending on the type of writing you're completing. Thesis statements for informative or expository writing really need to inform the reader rather than persuade. The thesis statement for an informative or expository writing should clearly identify the topic the writer plans to inform the reader on, as well as clearly identify the writer's position on that topic and the reasons for that position. You can see in the example below, still includes a solid topic for the thesis statement, a solid position and reasons why, but it's not necessarily a persuasive thesis statement. We'll talk a little bit more about this in detail in the tutorial. So where should the thesis statement go? As you've noted in previous tutorials and other lessons, the thesis statement should always go at the end of your introductory paragraph. It should be the last sentence of your intro paragraph after you've already hooked your reader, provided some general information about the topic. Then you should hit your reader with your solid thesis statement that tells them exactly what your paper is going to be about. So what does a solid thesis statement look like? Well, a solid thesis statement is a statement that includes a clear subject, a clearly stated position on that subject, and clear reason why or support for that position. Your solid thesis statement should also only be one complete sentence long. Note the example here. Let's look at this example in a little bit more detail. So first we have a clear topic sentence here, the invention of the steam engine. So the steam engine is our clear topic. Next, we have a position on this topic. The invention of the steam engine changed the landscape of America. That's the position on the topic. That's the main point that our writer is going to try and convey. And then they're going to support that main point with a couple reasons. The invention of the steam engine allowed people to travel further than ever before. Again, that is their reason or position to support their topic. It's important that you always have a clear topic, a position on that topic, and clear reasons why for each thesis statement you write. So now that we've discussed what is a thesis statement, let's discuss in detail what a thesis statement is not. You'll remember from our tutorials before we've discussed this. A thesis is never an announcement or a question. It's never unclear or unfocused. It's never too narrow or too broad, and we never want to include the author's subjective self-I. Remember, it's never less than or more than one sentence. Your thesis statement should always be one solid sentence long. It's never simply a statement of purpose, because remember, we need to have that position and your reasons why. And it's never merely a topic or a fact. Let's look at some of these a little bit closer. First off, remember, a thesis statement never includes I phrases or personal pronouns. So you should never begin your thesis with, in my essay, I'll tell you about the invention of the steam engine. This is a poor example and not a solid thesis statement. Again, avoid those personal pronouns and any I phrases. Next, another common mistake that I've seen often is you want to make sure that your thesis is not merely an announcement. This essay will be about the invention of a steam engine. This is simply an announcement about the topic of the paper. It's missing a position and it's missing reasons why. Make sure your thesis is not simply an announcement. Next, oftentimes I see thesis statements stated in the form of a question. Again, that's not a solid thesis statement. You never want to state your thesis in the form of a question. Remember, as the writer, you are the authority on this topic. Show that you're authority by writing a solid thesis statement that presents what your essay is going to be about. Don't ever use a question. State, don't ask. Next, never ever have your thesis statement be merely a fact. Don't use facts or details. Those belong in the body paragraphs. Remember, the thesis should inform your reader of the main overall point you plan to present in your paper. So don't have your thesis statement simply be a fact about your topic. Now that you know a couple of the things you shouldn't do when writing your thesis statement and what a thesis statement is not, let's talk about how to start writing your actual thesis statement for your essay. As we noted before, remember a solid thesis statement should always include a clear topic, a position, and your reasons why. So a good starting place for writing your thesis statement is to answer the question, what is your topic? Next, answer the question, what's your position on the topic? What aspect of the topic is so important or interesting to you? What is it that you really want to inform your reader about? Simply write that in 1 to 2 words or a simple couple phrases. Next, ask yourself, what do you think your position on the topic is, and why is it relevant or valid enough to share with your reader? Once you answer these 3 questions, it'll be easy to take that information and form it into a solid thesis statement. If you're still struggling with forming a solid thesis statement after answering those questions, feel free to use some of the following forms to help you start writing your thesis. You can always use the form where you include your topic, include a statement, it is important, list the event or person or issue, state the word why, state the word because, and then explain why. Again, feel free to use these topic forms and these thesis statement forms, but they're not required. The main goal is for you to always have a clear topic, a clear position on that topic, and clear support or reasons why. You can see in the final examples in front of you that each one of these thesis statements contains those 3 components. We have a clear topic, a clear position or opinion about that topic, and then we have reasons or support for that position. Now that you've had a solid review over what a thesis statement is, what it's not, and how to get going on writing your own thesis statement, I challenge you to leave this tutorial today and write a solid thesis statement. Remember, don't do it later, right now.